match we have ahead of us here in this one. Two ladies making their return to NEW for their second appearances in Vancouver.
But two very different second appearances. Sandra Moone, when you talk about Pacific Northwest Wrestling, Justin, is there a better win than the main event of the Commodore Ballroom right here in Vancouver?
In her Vancouver debut, no less, she won the NEW Rumble, eliminating Karen Jott as the final entrant in that one. And I don't think anybody in the Commodore coming into that show, Josh, had an idea who Sandra Moone was before that night. She might have been the most popular woman in the entire city of Vancouver by the end of it. And if you've never seen her, you're going to be enamored with what she does by the end of this one.
When you can fight and you're charismatic, this business is yours for the taking. Sandra Moone has that in spades as a painful lock opens us up. How low can Gigi Rey go, Justin?
She is wrenching that spine of Sandra Moone. Every extra half inch just adding that much more pain to the hold. But
taking control of the wrist has given Gigi control back in this match. A drop toe hold, crosses the guard, and here we go. Position of dominance, rolling over. Double wrist lock for a Kimura behind. This is high-level grappling, Justin.
You talked about the great win that Sandra Moone is coming off of in her only previous NEW appearance. For Gigi Rey, she's got something to prove in this match, and you could see the chip on her shoulder as she was making her way down to the ring. Her last appearance here in Vancouver was at the Commodore Ballroom in a triple threat match against Vert Vixen and Bambi Hall, a match in which Gigi was pinned by Bambi for the 1-2-3, and that was a big show for Gigi Rey. She's predominantly wrestled out of the Texas area. She is from British Columbia and was wrestling in front of family for the very first time.
Amazing.
It may be the reason why we've seen something of an attitude shift, at least in the early stages of this one.
An incredible diving pin connection there, but a leg kick stops it. Chop to the neck, that'll hurt anybody, ruin anybody's day. Nobody's home on the flying forearm.
Sandra Moone with a crossbody splash in the corner. And is now going to run Gigi Rey face first into the turnbuckle from the outside, but Gigi had other ideas.
The face wash is blocked, and a springboard enziguri. Or springboard drop kick, I apologize.
Right to the midsection. And you saw Sandra Moone roll all the way into that stage area, trying to get as much time as possible to catch her breath, but Gigi Rey on the attack now on the outside.
Yeah, that you could tell that chip on her shoulder is there, Justin. The first appearance is one thing, but the first win is a whole other. And this is what she's clearly looking for here. Holding no bars, if you like, as she continues her assault here.
We called this show earlier NEW 13. It's a bit of a proving grounds this evening for a lot of the wrestlers who are strutting their stuff here tonight. And for Sandra Moone, you want to build off the appearance that you had last time around. You'd think coming off a win like that, you'd be due for perhaps an NEW title shot. The women's champion, Nicole Matthews, unavailable this evening. The women's championship not on the line here tonight. But you have to think between these two women, or any number of the women that you're going to see tonight, a big win could set them in the direction of taking on Nicole Matthews for the ultimate prize.
Well, and you have no choice but for that to be the case. You can't let momentum like that die. You can't leave it on the vine. You have to take that, bottle it, and run with that. She's got to turn this match around if she's going to get back in this. And maybe this is it with a punch to the stomach.
Back on her feet now.
But a knee equalizer brings us back to even footing. Big drop kick.
And you have to respect the tenacity of Gigi Rey. She is not letting this match breathe for even a second, and beyond that, not letting Sandra Moone catch her breath either.
And there's a whole strategy in that. There's how good are you at wrestling and how good are you at wrestling tired. If you make it a game of wills, a game of cardio, you can win matches that way.
Seems, at least right now, that Gigi has the upper hand. She should perhaps focus a bit more on her opponent and less on showboating for the folks at home.
There's the forearm she's been looking for. And maybe another.
All of the momentum is flowing in her direction right now as she brings Sandra up for a suplex. Plants her right on the spine.
That could have been it. That was a lot of pain coming her way.
See, she's
What a wonderful kick out by
trying
Sandra Moone.
to stretch out those fingers as much as she possibly can. Perhaps took a bit of a stinger in the arm on that suplex.
Could well be. Well spotted, Justin. But the crowd is willing her back into this match.
I told you they love her. They've only seen her once before, but she made quite the impression on these people. And they're cheering for her over the hometown girl, if you can believe that.
No easy task to make that the case. Some sort of armbar combination. Blocked. Lariat.
And again, these quick attacks from Gigi Rey.
Once she gets rolling, we were talking about momentum earlier. It's Gigi Rey's at a kick out though. Sandra Moone is not here to lose.
And that comes from work in the gym, Josh. You have to have the cardio to be able to keep up the offense like this. Hard work paying off right now for Gigi Rey. Can it lead to her first victory here in NEW?
But these headlocks, they can sap you if you're already in pain, you know. This is not what you need. If you've already beaten, now the last of your oxygen is being squeezed out of you with that body triangle. It's not an ideal position to be.
Sandra doing her best right now to try and fight out of this one.
Just reckless attack to the back of the head, and now, more attack to the spine, Justin.
She is just wrenching those arms directly into her foot, and you know that cannot feel good. Would be putting it mildly, in fact.
Yeah, very mildly, in fact. Maybe even veering on feeling bad. Oh, if not the stretching of the spine. Certainly that knee to the spine feels bad.
Bringing it up into a standing choke.
Being on your feet could lead to different grappling opportunities, and here we go, exactly as I was saying. Maybe this is where she has the advantage as she slips around, waist lock, and a suplex of her own. Well done by Sandra Moone.
She needs to turn the tide about as quick as she possibly can right now. We talked about those quick strikes of Gigi Rey. Can Sandra Moone come back with one of her own? She is gathering her strength right now.
Yes,
and a big
she can.
lariat at the middle of the ring.
Yes, she can.
A back elbow from Sandra Moone.
A third is caught, but a counter to a counter to a counter.
Forearm strike from Sandra. Just laying in strikes to the back.
This is what she was going for earlier. Taste test and a kick to the head.
And she is back on top for perhaps the first time in this match since the early stages.
Ducks the high kick into a power bomb.
And a big kick out from Gigi Rey. That looked like that was it. And Sandra Moone thought that was the match as well. Looking at referee Joe King pleading her case for a 3 count. But the official insists, no, it was 2. Spear into the corner from Sandra.
And now multiple shoulder tackles. More than one person can attack to the body.
Going up right now, or lifting her opponent in that direction anyways.
What is she thinking here? But she hops off on her feet, ducks the kick for a nice enziguri. Moone stays on her feet.
It's looking for a pin attempt perhaps, but was able to turn that into something of a suplex.
Hooks both legs and yet still gets the kick out. What a fight.
And you can see on the face right now of Gigi Rey, she has been pushed to her limit right now. Both of these women have thought on multiple occasions that should have been enough for a win, and yet they keep going.
I would have thought either of the last pinning combinations from either competitor could have been enough, and yet we are still here.
Well, we talked about, of course, how much this win means to both of these ladies. For Sandra Moone, you're looking for another victory to perhaps send you on your way for a title match against Nicole Matthews. For Gigi Rey, it's all about hometown pride. And And she was showing it right there with that big strike to the face. Moone coming back with one of her own.
Those 12-6 elbows started changing the game, and yet we're back here to forearm exchanges where it could anybody's game, shot to shot momentum shifts.
And the later we get in this match, Josh, the more intense the strike game of Sandra Moone becomes.
Some people, you gotta wake them up in a fight. They take a shot, they say, hey, I'm here. This is the fight. This is the match.
And that seems to be the case right now for Sandra in this one. Neither woman taking the other lightly. Not right now, anyways, as Gigi goes for a roll-up attempt, but Sandra able to kick out. Out of the way of a running knee, and now it's Sandra looking for a pinfall. Gigi able to kick out.
Both competitors are going way into the bag of tricks. What else do I have? Pinning combinations, big strikes. They're trying everything, Justin. A great matchup here.
Both women looking for backslide pinfall attempts on that one. Oh, wow. What a maneuver.
That could be it.
From Gigi Rey.
That could be it.
She had to take a moment to gather herself before going for the pin, and it was that 1 second that gave Sandra Moone the energy to stay in this fight.
That moment was the difference, Justin. This is anybody's match. This is anybody's match now.
The heart on display from both of these competitors. This is an inspiring performance as you hear this crowd chant both these gals.
The crowd's right to do so as Gigi heads to the top rope.
Will that thought of aerial offense ultimately cost her? Sandra goes back up top once again. Oh! Runs her face first into that middle turnbuckle. Gigi Rey's lights are out right now.
That running into the turnbuckle is brutal, Justin, both in a physical and mental sense.
And Moone is not done. She's looking to put it away right here with that gut-wrench powerbomb. The Moone's landing. Gigi Rey, however, able to do a cartwheel and escape the
Unbelievable
hold.
athleticism there to get out of that.
Spinning elbow strike from Sandra Moone.
And a high kick.
The gut wrench again. Here it is.
And it lands.
The Moone's landing. And another big win for Sandra Moone,
Sky's
who
the limit.
remains undefeated in Nation Extreme Wrestling.
Justin, ask me where she can go in NEW. Ask me where she can go.
Where can she
She can go anywhere she wants. What a match. What heart shown by both competitors. But Sandra Moone walks away victorious, continuing all of the energy she carried from the Commodore. Nicole Matthews, watch out, as you said, Justin.
Strap the rocket to that woman right there. She's already on the moon. How much further can she go?